I will agree that there are areas of the brain that we're not fully aware of or we don't understand. But do you honestly believe that people now have psychic powers? Powers to destroy?
Don't you? Isn't that what you're saying this young woman has?
I don't know. The first time that Joseph broke up with her, they quarreled, and she became resentful and vindictive, and after each quarrel, he suffered from these visions of nightmarish creatures, fear and anxiety, a constant deterioration until he died. Now, I'm going to die, Doctor. I know it. I'm going to die.
Why, Dr. Ford?
Because she knew that I talked him into breaking up with her. And now, the same thing is happening. All over again. It's happening to me.
Dr. Ford, do you have a ring, a star ruby set in gold?
Why do you ask that?
Well, sometimes a mere hunch reflects psychic force at work.
My son had one.
Where is it now?
That ring in my heart. We're buried with Joseph.
Could it be Joseph? You said a message from a fair young man.
Queen of Swords. Sadness to a woman. Queens recurring 4 times. Arguments. 10 of Cups. Tears. Pain. Affliction. The Star. Hope. The Sun. Contentment. Knave of Cups. A fair young man, a message. The Moon. Upside down. Danger. Terror, hidden forces. The Moon. Over the Sun. Like an eclipse. What is it? No more today, Marion. I think we better continue some other time.
You said a message from a fair young man. Could it be Joseph?
No more today. Now, please, Marion, I know what's best for you.
But Jordana...
Jordana, you shouldn't be here. And get those cards out of this house.
David.
They don't mean anything.
David.
They're only holding out
David.
false hope for my mother.
I ask her here, David.
This is my mother.
How do you do, Mrs. Ford? I'm Dr. Rhodes. This is my assistant, Miss Murphy.
How do you do?
We know Jordana. She's come to some of my lectures. Weren't you there the other night?
No, I'm afraid you're mistaken. I think you'd be better off leaving here, Doctor.
Why?
I should think you'd know. Why don't you go now before it's too late?
What are you doing here, Jordana?
I was engaged to Mrs. Ford's son, Joseph.
I don't know what my husband has told you, Dr. Rhodes. But Jordana is in no way responsible for Joseph's death. If only I had stayed here instead of going to Europe, I might have been able to help him somehow.
He was my stepson. But I loved him just as much as my own son, David.
Mrs. Ford, how did Joseph die?
Asthma. Acute bronchial asthma. I used to awaken at night to the sound of his breathing. Poor angel. Trying so hard to suck air into his lungs.
Marion.
And there was nothing we could do. nothing seemed to help. I was away when he had a terrible attack. His father tried so hard to save him, but he couldn't. His psychoanalyst believes guilt caused his mind to create all these strange things that seem to have been happening to him.
And your reasons for wanting to contact him, is that guilt too?
Probably. Anyway, Jordana shouldn't be blamed.
Joseph loved her. She has a right to be here.
I warned you.
Dad, what are you doing?
I warned you to stay out of my house.
Philip.
Marion, you keep out of this.
I invited her here, Philip.
You had no right. She's tormenting me. She's driving me out of my mind. I don't want her in this house.
That's not true, Philip.
Get out. Get out of this house, I say. Get out.
Joseph.
Jordana.
Dr. Rhodes! Dr. Rhodes! Dr. Rhodes? Dr. Rhodes?
What happened?
This is David's room. You passed out.
Some powerful telepathic force made me feel trapped in a spider web. Fear. Dry mouth. Heart beating crazy. Shallow breathing. Like Dr. Ford.
Dr. Rhodes.
It's all right.
Dr. Rhodes, please get back into bed.
wasn't imagination. Or a trick the other night. I saw it. And Joseph. Did you see Joseph?
Yes. At least I think so.
But you didn't. You didn't see anything else after that?
No.
It was coming after me to kill me.
Dr. Rhodes, I'm gonna go call your doctor.
No. He doesn't have the answer, Nancy. The answer's right here in this house.
Jordana, what are you doing in I thought you left.
I came back to talk to your father.
Well, you heard what he said?
He was disturbed, upset.
He hates you. He thinks you're causing all these things to happen to him.
Do you, David? Do you think that?
No, of course not.
I can help your father. I know I can. I just need time.
Now, look, I know you mean well, but no one can help him except his